Morning, lovelies. So I've had another sleep. I managed to get another 3 hours sleep, which was really good. I've just finished my breakfast, which, can I just say, I've struggled to get through that. I was trying to talk earlier, but Tanny woke up and I didn't really want to talk in front of him because I felt like I would end up pulling back on some of the stuff that I wanted to say. And I think I need to say it, and I need to be able to say it, and whether he watches this or not is entirely up to him. But I need to be able to say it, and I need to have the freedom to be able to do that, and I can't do that if he was in the room. So, the last week I've been feeling that there's something going on with my digestive system that is incredibly not okay. Whether there is a blockage or something near the hernia site is quite possible. And I've been struggling to actually get through a meal, even if it's a small amount or any amount of food. It's been very difficult to do that. I'll show you a picture of what I had for breakfast. Ta-da! That's what I had for breakfast. It was like a couple of cups of pure yogurt, plain yogurt, tablespoon of honey, half a cup of nuts, and a banana. That's nothing. Let's be honest, that's really not a lot of anything. I do have my water with the electrolytes in it. I've used 3 scoops, so that's 3 grams in that because it's 2.2 litres. And I thought, better safe than sorry, right? So yeah, I've been in a lot of pain with my stomach. In fact, the last few days I've been asking Tanny to keep an eye on the site because it's been so painful that I've been concerned. Now there are some outward signs that I can see, or I can look for, that haven't shown up yet, touch wood, and ever. Hopefully these won't turn up ever, but there are some signs that if there is a serious situation, I will know what they are, right? Immediately. There will be no denying, right? So that's, if there's an infection in the area, it'll be red. If there's some kind of rash that comes up and it's red and it's incredibly painful, that could mean that it has burst a seam and I'm leaking toxicity into my system. Not good either way. The whole thing is not good. Extreme pain in the area is a really bad thing as well. I haven't really been backed up, so it's not like, and I go through great pains to make sure I'm never backed up by eating a lot of fibre. So that doesn't happen, because I know that kind of stress causes a lot of trouble for the hernia site. Now, far out. Just hoping that over the next 3-4 months that we can get down to the size where the surgeon's going to go, okay, let's get this done. Because quite frankly, I think I've come to the end of where it's safe to leave it. I'm very concerned about what comes next. I think emptying out my system is a really, really good idea at the moment, and it'll take a lot of pressure off the hernia site. My biggest concern is that at the moment the hernia site is actually protected by the fat. Once that's not there, there's a lot more concern with it not having that protection anymore. So I could be in a much more delicate, more ticking time bomb state. Think an unexploded World War II bomb that's found by kids in a playground somewhere. Okay, that's what we're kind of looking at. It's the difference, right? So it hasn't gone off yet, but now it's all rusted, it's old, and it's quite unpredictable, and that's kind of where we're at. And it could go off on anyone. Yeah. So it didn't help that Tanny got himself a little bit blathered on the weekend. And instead of walking around the bed, he actually just fell on the bed twice. And he did that across my legs and squashed the site. It was not good. It was a bad situation. It's not something I've talked to him about. He won't even remember doing it. There's not a lot of point in talking to him about it. So yeah. However, if it does continue, it will be something that he and I need to discuss. And he's not going to like the conversation. So I want to leave that conversation off as long as possible, and hoping that he is going to make the moves himself to slow down the drinking. But we'll just see how it goes, I guess. Otherwise I'm going to have to get in the big guns, and he's not going to like me getting in the big guns. It is what it is, right? So we'll see how we go. We'll do what we can. And we'll just keep going. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk about earlier, is that I don't have any choice now. I can't put this off, and it doesn't matter what happens in life over the next few months. I have to continue on this journey. I can't put it off anymore. And like I said, I've now got myself a handle for the rebounder. So in 2 weeks' time, when I'm in a better position to be able to use it, I will be starting that. And it will be done for a minute on the hour, during the day, when I got to get up and walk around anyway, right? So yeah, there's that. So we're going to do that. Not a problem. Take it as it comes. Today I've got a lot of work to get done anyway. And we'll just see how things go. And yeah. Anyone who's watching this from my other channel, this is pretty much why I haven't had any videos going up much this year. I've just not been well enough to do it. I will be working over the next few weeks during the fasting phase, where I will be doing more videos to put them together for that. But I've also got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do behind the scenes. I'm writing a book. Well, I'm writing 2 books. I've got the workshops I'm writing up. I've got a lot of downloadable content that I'm putting up. So, there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes as well. So I am keeping busy. I'm just only able to do a certain amount each day. The rest of the day has to be taken to allow my body to heal and rest as far as it possibly can. So there you go. I think that's pretty much me for today, and I will see you later. Have an awesome rest of the day. See you later. Bye.